welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today we are looking into their true feelings for you, and I've got two piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two. Pile number one is this turtle finger puppet, and it says hello to you. And pile number two is this moose finger puppet. All right, and it too says hello to you. Take your time, see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to. I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If one pile's messages don't resonate, then choose the other. If both piles' messages don't resonate, then it just means that maybe there aren't any messages for you in this video today. But I do hope that at least one of the piles' messages do resonate. Please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow or subscribe or book a private reading. So just please be a little bit careful about that. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. Alrighty, I'm going to give you a few seconds now to see which pile or piles you feel intuitively called to, and then I shall begin. Hi, pile one. For those of you who chose the turtle finger puppet, this is going to be your reading, alright? Before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes, think of your person, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Alrighty, pile one. What are their true feelings for you? What are pile one's person's true feelings for pile one, please? What are pile one's? I'll take that, I'll take that. True feelings. Okay. And let's see what we have here. We've got the Star, Ace of Wands, the Devil, Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the World. Okay. I've also got your Oracle cards shuffled, so let's get into that. These are for later. So we have Truth Be Told, Opportunity, Visionary, Suspicion, Syrup, Society, and we have the Moth. All right, right off the bat, this is someone who made a different choice. This is someone who thought that the grass was greener on the other side, and now they are realizing that nope, it was not greener on the other side. Frankly, where I previously was the greener side. Yeah, I'm not sure how that sentence came out, but we're just gonna move past that. Pile one. This is someone who's having very, very hard realizations right now that they made the wrong choice. It could be someone else. They might have chose to listen to other people about this connection. They might have actually chosen a third party, would not be surprised, or they could have just decided to pursue other aspects of their life rather than this connection. When this connection started out, this person, they thought that there were better opportunities for them. For most of you, I am getting that they did choose another person. For some of you, I am getting that maybe there were other people who did not like this connection, who were not for this connection, and your person chose to listen to them, and then they let this go. And for a very, very small portion of you, because that energy is not coming on too strongly, this person might have chosen other aspects of their life, but that's only for a very few of you. For majority of you, this person chose someone else, and it's possible that they chose connections that were more surface level or that were more passionate, that were more sexual in nature. Because it looks like this connection was starting to ground, or your person was starting to feel deeper for this connection, and that made them feel very, very kind of sticky because they thought, oh no, I'm going to get stuck to the situation. I won't be able to leave. But maybe there are better opportunities for me out there. Maybe there are better people who are more suited for me. Or, maybe I don't want a connection that's grounded and I just want to be in a connection where it's just very, very surface level and, I can just give in to my impulses. And they are realizing right now that no, the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Frankly, what they did have, it was so precious and they didn't realize it at the time. So there's a little bit of mourning going on in their feelings towards you, Pal One. They are realizing that they lost something that was very, very precious. At the time, they didn't realize what it was, but today they do. So it's possible that your person might have stepped into connections where they were treated the same way that they treated you. I would not be surprised if this person ghosted you or this person just woke up one day after, flooding you with a lot of love, woke up one day and said, no, this connection is not for me, and then just straight out decided to walk. I'm also getting that for some of you, this person might not have given you an explanation of why they wanted to end things, or they would have just probably said, oh, it's not you, it's me, or one of those superficial excuses, but not really diving deeper into why they chose to leave this connection. But the good news, I guess, for you, Pal One, is your person has realized that they don't want to be in the situation that they are in right now. It looks like it's not serving them. Frankly, it's haunting them. For some of you, you could say it's karma. I would not be surprised, but there's a strong desire on your person's end to change their current situation and to go back to the grass that they were on previously, which is with you, because they realize now that it was always greener than the other side. And they're realizing that they should not have treated you the way that they treated you. And a little bit of guilt and shame coming through, but mostly it's mourning for losing what they didn't recognize to be precious. So it's kind of like maybe when you lose something that is of emotional significance to you, but when you had it, you didn't really place that much of an emotional significance, and then now it's completely gone, or you perceive it's gone forever. That's when you kind of step into that energy of, okay, I wish I had protected it much better. I wish I had taken care of it much better. I wish I'd done this. I wish I'd done that. That you kind of go through that thought process. Yeah, your person's going through that entire thought process right now. So in their feelings, true feelings for you, I don't think that this person shows it, or they don't want you to see it. With society coming out, I think that this person tends to value how people perceive them. So I don't think that this person might be showing you how they're truly feeling, which is why it makes sense that this is what they're truly feeling on the inside. They chose wrong, all right? So let's get deeper into the tarot, because it basically reiterates the other cards that have come out as well. Now, with the Star coming out and the Four of Swords, like I mentioned before, they are taking a time out from their life. Honestly, I think that whatever is going on in their life, whatever option that they chose, yeah, it's overwhelming them right now. It might not be working for them. And frankly, I think that it might be causing them a lot of mental and physical anguish at this point. And your person wants to take time out from all of that. But at the same time, it feels like you have moved on, or this person perceives that you've moved on, Pal One, and they don't know how to come back to you, how to choose you again, because they chose wrong the first time and they don't know how to explain it. The reason why they don't know how to explain it, that they want to come back, is because they are also ashamed of the way that they let things go between the two of you, which is reiterated with the Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Like, they are so regretful of how they ended things that they don't know how they can come to you right now. They don't know how to start things up, because they know that the way that they left things between the two of you, you would be justified if you didn't want this person back. And so there's a little bit of that guilt, that shame coming through, but they do see the light, I guess I would say. They do recognize that you were something that they should have held on to, that they should have chosen, and they should have stuck by, rather than, letting their mind wander, or, just choosing based on their impulse, choosing based on what they thought was better for them. And they recognize that you might not be in an energy to take them back right now. And so that's also causing a lot of that guilt, a lot of that shame coming through. So right now, your person might actually be taking a time out from their life. They might have gone into their shell, or they might also, I'm also getting dissociation for some of you, where your person might just be going through the things in their life, just feeling numb about everything, because they're realizing that it's not bringing them happiness, and they don't know what to do about it anymore. With the Devil coming out and the Hierophant, yeah, I think the realization is hitting that your person is someone who wants commitment, who wants a grounded relationship, but they chose wrong. They ended up choosing a connection that was more surface level. At that point in time, they thought that they were that kind of a person, but the more your person steps into that energy, the more your person has gone over to the other side, the more they're realizing that they actually crave a more consistent relationship. They actually crave love, like true, genuine love, rather than, I guess I would say, surface level connections. And there's nothing wrong with surface level connections, but if you desire something deeper, then you're only kidding yourself if you choose connections that are surface level, right? If that is what you want, then absolutely, we all have free will. But your person's understanding that there is a big difference in how they're acting and what they truly want on the inside. And I would not be surprised if someone has treated your person exactly the way that they have treated you. I'm getting that strong energy here. Yeah, we've got 4 coming out with Visionary as well, and then the Hierophant. Your person, whether they like it or not, they crave stability, and there's one thing that's coming through to me. Take that as it resonates, but it's coming very strongly. Your person might have been abandoned quite a bit while growing up, all right, by their caregivers, or they might have felt abandoned by their caregivers. And the correction for that, when you go through a trauma like that, I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this in, so just be a little bit kind to me as I'm figuring this out. But the correction for that, people think, is as they grow older, is they feel, okay, well, because I was abandoned when I was a kid, I'm used to being on my own. And so as an adult too, I gotta be on my own, and I gotta just continue being in that. But the healing is always the opposite, Whatever you've been hurt, or whatever you've been through the trauma, the healing is usually in the opposite. So someone who's been abandoned as a child, or felt abandoned as a child, the healing connection for that would be someone who's with them through and through, someone who's such a stable presence for them, someone who never makes them feel abandoned, And I would also not be surprised if someone who's been abandoned as a kid, the kind of connection that they should be looking for as an adult would be connections where the person is spending a lot of their time with each other, and of course in a very, very healthy way, while giving each other their space, but mostly being around each other physically, so that the person heals those abandonment wounds. And what your person is realizing right now is they thought, okay, well, I've always been on my own. I've always been this independent person. I've always been like a non-committal kind of person. So that's maybe what I gravitate towards. But they're realizing that when they're with you, it heals that part of them that was abandoned as a kid, or when they felt abandoned. And now that they're in these connections, they are actually feeling even more alone. And frankly, it's triggering those abandonment wounds even more rather than healing it. And that's where your person is realizing there's such a difference in how they feel about your connection and how they feel about other connections, which is why they want to gravitate towards your connection, which is why today they're seeing more of themselves being with you in the future, and they don't know how to come back in because it looks like the way things were when this person left, yeah, they're not proud of how they left things. And if you are upset with this person and you don't want to let them back in, they completely understand because that's how they treated you and they fully take responsibility for that. They are in the process. I would not say they've taken full responsibility yet, but there is recognition. The more contrast they feel in the connections that they are in versus the connection that they were in with you, pal one, the more contrast they feel with that, the more that guilt, that shame comes up, and the more they realize that they should not have treated you the way that they did. So it's like an ongoing process. The more difference they find, yeah, the more realizations are coming up to the surface. Hold on, Pawan, I want to see if there's anything more. But yes, there's definitely a desire to start things with you, but I don't think that this person is going to come forward right now, pal one. I think that right now it's still realizations going on, and the feeling that they messed up is just becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. But right now, no action-oriented energy. There is a desire to shift things between the two of you, but right now, no. I don't see any action-oriented energy. I don't feel it as well. A lot of desire, intention is starting to shape up, but not action-oriented energy yet. I think that this person the next steps for this person would be to fully recognize and then to forgive themselves for making the decisions that they did, and then to see how they can step up and come forward with an apology. So it's a little bit of time to get there. I would not expect communication from this person just yet, because all of this is within themselves, and the shame and the guilt that they're feeling, yeah, they're not going to want to show that to you right now. Like I said, this person might care a little bit about their physical appearance or how they appear to other people in terms of how people perceive them as well. So there's a little bit of that closed off energy where they don't want to share the negative aspects of what they're feeling about themselves because they're afraid that you might judge them or someone else might judge them. All right, so how they are truly feeling about you right now, pile one, guilt, remorse, mourning for your loss, recognizing that you are so precious, and frankly you had a very, very healing effect on them, which they're realizing is what they needed all the time. Or at that time. It's funny I said all the time, but the message I'm getting is probably, communication between the two of you. It went kind of like both of you were with each other all day long, or maybe both of you are spending a lot of time with each other. And I think that's when this person, it started to trigger, and then they decided to walk away. But what they're realizing is you both spending your time together, like all of that time, that's what they needed to heal, or subconsciously it was healing them. But yeah, there's a strong desire for change in their life, but not action-oriented energy just yet. All right, Pawan? Okay, so let me get into one advice for you about this connection. Let's see what wants to come through. One advice about this connection for Pawan, please. Judgment. You'll know the truth soon, Pawan, right? Like I said, I think that this person might show something else while they're feeling something else deep within. So it might be difficult for you to feel like this is what they're feeling. How do I put this, Pawan? Hold on. Given how different this person might be showing to the other people around them, it might be difficult for you to believe this reading. But I think when you tap into your intuition, you do feel that this person is regretting, or you feel through those subtle actions that this person takes that they are recognizing that they chose wrong. All right. So first off, whatever you're intuitively feeling about this connection, about this person, you're absolutely on point. Number two, it looks like whatever truth you are expecting or you wish for to liberate you, to make you feel free, yeah, that truth is coming, pal one. It doesn't have to be from this person. It could be an intuitive message that, just suddenly hits you. It could even be messages coming through from your spirit guides, maybe by an Instagram post that you see, or even just when you're listening to music and you suddenly feel like particular parts of the lyric, yeah, they're really hitting you. Yeah, that could also be a confirmation of the truth that's coming out for you. All right, so it looks like there's something coming your way. And whatever stand you've taken for yourself, this is just a side message that's coming through, pal one. Whatever stand you've taken for yourself, yeah, kudos on that. All right. It looks like you might think that you are wrong for looking at things black and white, but the truth is this person has put you in a situation where you have to either accept or not accept it, and you can't be in between, and that's okay, pal one. Sometimes you have to see things black and white, sometimes you do have to see them gray, but it looks like the situation that you're in, it's either accepting or not accepting, and viewing things in that way, it doesn't seem to be wrong. It looks like you might be, confused. Well, should I sort of allow this person in just so that, we kind of work through this person's guilt? Yeah, no, it doesn't look like that. Whatever stand you've taken for yourself, it looks like you've taken a very, very strong stand. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So if you had some sort of confusion about that, or you were wondering if you were right to do that way, yeah, it looks like this is a confirmation. Yes, you are absolutely on point and in alignment with your self-worth and your self-respect. All right, how one? Okay, let's get into more oracle cards for you. Let's see what wants to come out. So I usually keep this part of the reading a little bit more freestyle, advice that wants to come through for you for either this connection or other aspects of your life, all right? First, I have 3 timing cards for you. Take your time, think of questions related to timing. I will give you a few seconds to think of those questions, but you can pause this video as well, all right? But with timing, I do want to say, please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of when you're watching this video. So if the card comes out and it aligns with your intuition, most likely it's for you. If it comes out, does not align with your intuition, let it go. Don't force it to. It's probably for someone else, all right? I'm going to give you a few seconds now. Alrighty, pal one, I'm opening the cards now. The first one says, not until you release. The second one says, on a significant date. And the third one says, when you let go. All right, so on a significant date could be your birthday, could be some date that is specific to you. It could also be, like maybe Independence Day or Christmas Day, some sort of a significant date, right? The reason why it's a little bit vague is because there might be few things on your end that need clarity regarding what you asked about, all right? Same goes for these two, all right? The reason why it's a little bit unclear is because there's a little bit more of alignment that needs to happen on your end. So it looks like whatever you asked about for this, not until you release. So either you are holding on to maybe resentment or negative self-thought or something that's not serving you about whatever it is that you're asking about. So take the time to work through that, understand why you are holding on to it. It could also be expectations as well, or kind of maybe you might be very stuck on a particular outcome that you are looking for or hoping for. So whatever it is that you feel you are holding on to a little bit too tightly, it might be time to release that, all right? Now, when you let go, so again, I really think there might be something that you're holding on to, because the same thing has come out in two different ways. So letting go, either it could be letting go of someone, something, some thoughts, feelings, behavioral patterns, maybe some responses like trauma responses. Whatever it is, it looks like you might be holding on a little bit too tightly about two different things, or you could have asked about the same thing as well, which is why it's come out like that. That could also be it. You can't trick the universe, can you? Yeah, that's just me trying to find a little bit of humor in the situation. This is how I talk to myself, okay? Like sometimes I'll try to trick. I'll be like, okay, I'll ask the same question, but I'll ask for like two different cards, and then yeah, it will actually come out the same thing but in a different way, and I'll be like, yeah, okay, fine, I get the message. I'm not going to try to trick you, and I will accept whatever message you have for me. So it's happened with me. I've done it many times, unfortunately or fortunately, and I usually laugh it off. So I just felt like sharing that with you right now. All right, so it looks like there's something you're holding on to, something that you really need to release, Pile 1, all right? So take the time to figure out what it is and then work on that. And it looks like once you do that, whatever it is that you asked about will start to shape up, okay? Then let's get into other advice or just messages that wanted to come back for you. 3030, motivation, stay motivated and focused on your goals. I am adventurous, okay? Trust the process. Beautiful. Okay. So with respect to motivation, this could be related to other aspects of your life. Maybe this connection has been consuming you a little bit too much, given how chaotic your person's energy is. I mean, even while I was reading, whatever I was reading was more of undercurrent energy. On the surface level, it felt like someone who was showing off or wanted to be seen as a different kind of person rather than what they truly were on the inside. And so you might be experiencing that, like their actions might not be matching what you're intuitively feeling about their current state of being. And so that confusion, you might be, engaging in. You might also be it might also have influenced your energy, and you might not have been able to focus on other aspects of your life, given how I understand how consuming it can be when you're feeling such a mix of emotions, and especially when their actions don't match with what you're intuitively feeling. So this might be just a little bit of an indication that it's time for you to focus on other aspects of your life. Maybe there's something that needs to shape up over there, or it's time for it to shape up, so it needs your attention right now, all right? Then with I am adventurous, so maybe you want to explore other aspects of your life. Maybe you want to feel like you are someone who is adventurous. Maybe you're tired of the same old life or the same old life patterns. You're tired of being the same way, showing up the same way. Maybe you've been trying something for a very long time, and you're realizing that you keep trying it the same way and it's not giving you the results that you want. So you have to try differently, right? If you want a different outcome, you have to take a different step, right? So maybe you are in a situation like that. So this might be a very good affirmation to keep telling yourself that you are adventurous and you are willing to take a different step to get a different outcome. And if you've been doing that, Pawan, then this might just be a confirmation that you're on the right path. Continue going there, all right? And trust the process. It could be related to this connection. It doesn't have to be. This is always like a standing rule of the universe, I guess I would say. Always trust the process. It's even if it doesn't make sense now, even if it feels like it's working against you right now, the process, it takes time to get to where you wish to be, and it takes a certain path to get there, even if that path doesn't make sense to you. So trust the process, and it looks like that is the final message that wanted to come out for your reading. All right. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, confirmation, and comfort you were looking for. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, then I just want to say thank you so much for all your love and positive energy, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that you send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Pal 1, take care, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 2. For those of you who chose the moose, this is going to be your reading, all right? Before we get into your reading, let's just take some time to realign our energies. So close your eyes. Think of your person. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, Pal 2. Let's take a look at what are their true feelings for you, alright? So what is Pal 2's person's true feelings for Pal 2, please? True feelings for Pal 2, please. I'll take those. All right. So let's see what we have here, Pal 2. We have the Lovers, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the King of Swords, communication, very, very strong here. Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords. Yes, a lot of communication energy coming through. Someone's just bursting to communicate with you. Hold on, we will get into your oracle cards as well. So we have Sea Serpent. These cards are for later. Let me get that later. We have Not For You. We have Unfolding. Yes, I can see that. We have Explore. We have Boundaries. We have Tortilla. It's making me hungry. And we have Help. Okay. So right off the bat, there definitely has been some kind of separation between the two of you, or both of you thought that this connection was not meant to be at one point in time. It looks like time has passed, and your person has realized that both of you thought wrong about this connection. Either both of you thought that this connection was not for you at that point in time, like it was not meant to be at that point in time, or your person at that point in time thought that this connection was not for both of you, or it was just like a wrong timing kind of a situation. But I am getting that heavy. Both of you at one point decided to separate because you didn't think, both of you didn't think that this connection was meant to be, or things were just very, very hard to work through for the two of you, and both of you just decided that it was maybe the wrong timing, or it was just not meant to be in this lifetime. Time has definitely passed since then, Pal 2. Both of you have gone your separate ways. You don't have to be in no contact. Both of you could have been friends. Both of you could have stayed acquaintances, getting different scenarios. But the common theme for all of you is that this was a connection that either didn't take off the first time around, or it took off, but it just crumbled, and both of you just decided that maybe you both weren't meant for each other. Both of you explored other options. Both of you, kind of went about your own life. But here's the twist, Pal 2. In the time that has passed, your person's had a lot of realizations about this connection. I mean, we're getting a spirit animal for them. And they're recognizing that no matter where they go or who they're with, or even if they physically are away from you, there is something that connects you to them. And they can't shake off that feeling that both of you are meant to be. And so what was once their perception that this connection is not meant to be, yet today they don't feel that way anymore. And frankly, the more time passes, the more they feel that both of you are meant to be. And your person might be seeking spiritual help. I would not be surprised, because given we have the sea serpent for them and help coming out, they might even be seeking spiritual help to understand how to take this connection forward, or how can both of you align to take this connection forward. And by spiritual help, they could be asking a tarot reader, would not be surprised. They might be looking into astrology. They might be asking their spirit guides, or they might just be seeking some guidance from an elder, someone who's had more life experience. But for all of you, this person's definitely seeking some kind of help about this connection, some kind of guidance about this connection. Because they can't shake off the feeling that both of you are meant to be, but there is no path to you right now. And they don't know how to create that path right now towards you. There is a very, 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 and I will say one more very, because it is so strong. This person wants to communicate with you, and this is action-oriented energy. This person is going to reach out to you, pal, too. And they want to come forward with the truth about how deeply they feel for you and how strongly they want this connection. This is someone who's very, very sure about you. And it doesn't matter if there is no path towards you. This person wants to at least let you know where they are at, what's going on in their mind, so that both of you can make a decision together and create the path together. This person has very, very, very deep feelings for you. I would go as far to say love. And I think that this person might have struggled with it for a very long time. They might have denied it for a very long time, but they're realizing that they can't. They can't deny it anymore, because the more they deny it, the more they run away from it, the stronger your pull is. And it's not something that you're intentionally doing, Paltio. It's just the connection is that strong. I do see a lot of denial of their feelings at one point, but today clarity has set in and they don't want to deny it anymore. They've been thinking a lot about you, Paltu. I would not be surprised if you've been feeling this person's energy, because it is very, very strong. Like, it's just hitting me. So, and I'm just a neutral person here. Yeah, back. I just started coughing so bad. And I just drank water a couple of minutes back before I started your reading. So to me, that's a sign that there's a very, very big component of the throat chakra in your reading, like something very, very strong about communication. Maybe the first time around this person wasn't able to communicate their feelings to you. Maybe they didn't show up in the way that made you feel like this person cared about you. But it's very, very different now, Paltu. This person wants to rush in. They want to work on this connection with you. And this is romantic, all right? If you clicked on this reading asking about someone platonic or familial, I'm not getting that energy. This is very, very heavy, romantic energy that's coming through, all right? There might be boundaries between the two of you. Like, both of you might have separated out as acquaintances, or I think maybe too much time has passed that it feels awkward to bring up the feelings that both of you had for each other at one point. But whatever awkwardness there is, your person's very, very determined to move past that, or they just actually don't care about it and they're just gonna come forward, because they have to tell you what they're feeling for you. And they have to tell you that they were wrong about what they once thought about this connection. Your person understands that there are different ways for this connection to go. They don't know where you are at, but they want to work that with you. Like, it's okay if you say, you know, I don't feel the same way for you and I just want to be friends, or I just want to go back to the way things were. They're going to be okay with that. But what they're not going to be okay with is never telling you what's on their mind and how they feel about you and this connection and the future that they see for the two of you. When this person reaches out, and I say when because this person is definitely reaching out, pal two, it might be a little bit of, you might feel that this person is going to be very straight to the point, and it might be a little bit overwhelming just because of the energy that they're coming with, but it's just a pile up of holding back what they truly feel about this connection. Their true feelings for you, pal two, they feel that this connection is meant to be. They feel that you are the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with. There is something about you being very, very different from their type, or who they always thought they would spend the rest of their life with. And they're realizing that whatever type they had, they shouldn't have been so stuck on it. It's about how the other person makes you feel rather than hitting all of your checklists, you know? And they're recognizing that they sabotaged this connection at one point, but they want to correct that today. Things are unfolding for the two of you, pal two. You always have free will whether you wish to continue or not with this person, but this person really, really wants a change in the current dynamic of your connection. And this is action-oriented energy. So, and it's fast as well. Very, very fast energy as well. All right? There's a desire for change. There's a desire for progression. There's a desire for stability between the two of you as well. There's a desire to work with you through this. And this person's taking all the help that they can get to approach you, to come forward, to take this forward. This is someone who is sure of settling down. This is someone who's sure that they've met the person that they want to spend the rest of their life with. And that person, a spoiler alert, pal two, is you. I'm just kidding. Like, it's just screaming at me, pal two. Like, communication. I'm going to communicate. I'm going to let them know. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. You know, it's kind of like that message is coming through. I can't think about anything else. And I really think that is very telling of the mental and emotional state of your person right now. They can't think of anything else other than to tell you what they're feeling. It's reached peak, which is why I said this is very fast moving energy. And this is very sure energy as well. You will get communication from this person. It's not even expecting. It's like you will. And the energy might be a little, like, because it's so sure and because it's taken this long for it to boil up to that point, you might feel a bit overwhelmed about it. But that's because this person is just that sure about you. And this person's going to convince you, pal two, they're going to do everything in their power to convince you that they are the one for you. If you don't want to pursue this connection, this person will respect that, but not without trying. And not without telling you how they feel and showing you that they genuinely feel there's a very, very deep connection between the two of you. Let me get you one advice. One advice for pal two, please. You might try to keep tells you, I think that you might get a little bit overwhelmed by the energy that this person is coming forth in, so you might keep it lighthearted. I do see that. Like you might try to make it a little bit lighthearted, but no, I think this person's very, very sure. So even if you try to keep it lighthearted, even if you try to like keep it surface level, no, this person's like going to dig deep and they're going to share whatever it is that they're thinking about. So this came out, the reason why I laughed is because I think that you might have been considering it, at least some of you, and I was like, no, that's a message coming through that even if you try to take a lighthearted approach to this situation, like not lighthearted in the sense making fun of this person, but you might just try to keep it a little bit surface level just to kind of diffuse the very, very hot and heavy energy. Yeah, that's not gonna work, all right? Because this person's coming in to add to your stability. For those of you considering this person, it looks like this person wants to add to your life. Looks like other aspects of your life might be hold on, pal, too. All right, whether you want this person or not, pal, too, it looks like you've already created a beautiful life for yourself. So take some time to understand where you see your life going. Take some time to gain clarity about what would be alignment for the future that you see for yourself and whether this person aligns with that. All right? Because it looks like this person you might feel, well, I've got everything sorted in my life. But it looks like this person's going to add a different layer of depth to your life. And for that, you need to prepare for that as well. You know, whether that's stepping into a loving, healthy connection with someone. Yeah, you also need to prepare. As much as you have your life together, it's a different dynamic, right? It's a change in your life as well. So it might be helpful for you to gain clarity about what would be alignment for the future that you see for yourself and whether or not this person fits into that. You always have free will. You could choose to move forward with this person. You don't have to, but it might be helpful for you to make that decision based on the future that you see for yourself and what would be alignment for that. All right? Let me get into other oracle cards that wanted to come out for you. Let's see. So I've got timing cards for you. 3 that wanted to come out for your reading. Take your time, think of questions related to timing. I do want to say with timing, please be a little bit careful. They're always based on the current energies of when you are asking. And if it comes out, the card comes out and it aligns with your intuition, most likely it's for you. If it comes out, doesn't align with your intuition, then let it go. Don't force it to. It's probably for someone else, all right? I'm going to give you a few seconds now to think of your question or questions. And I will also let you know that you can pause this video if you have to, all right? Alrighty, pal 2, I'm going to be opening the cards now. Within few days, in a moment of clarity, 4 months. All right, so these two seem pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to get into that. In a moment of clarity, so maybe there's something that's a little bit hazy on your end. You know, maybe you are not able to find a clear solution, or you're not able to figure out how to move past the situation, how to get into alignment. So it looks like there is clarity coming your way about whatever it is that you've asked about. And in that moment of clarity related to whatever it is that you've asked about, it is also going to happen, or things are going to align for you, all right? So these are the 3 cards that wanted to come out for you. Now, this part of the reading, I usually keep it a little bit more freestyle. You know, it's just advice or messages that want to come through for you regarding this connection, or it could even be other aspects of your life, all right? So the first one is 3131, courage. Yes, have the courage to pursue your dreams. Beautiful. It actually ties up very well to your reading. Give me a second. I am resilient. Beautiful. Believe in your own potential. Yes, this actually ties up very well with the advice that came out through the tarot for you. If you are still in the mindset that maybe this is not meant to be, or maybe both of you might not be able to pursue a beautiful connection, you might be having your own reservations or hesitations about it, then I think that this might be a confirmation that whatever it is that you are dreaming about, it takes courage to pursue that as well. So if you've been dreaming of a future with this person, or you can see this person being a part of your future, know that it is a change, right, in your life, and it takes courage. And so it might be helpful for you to work on your courage to pursue your dream. Now, it doesn't have to be related to this connection. It could be other aspects of your life. Maybe you have been hesitating to pursue something that you've been dreaming about. This might be a confirmation, or it might just be a little bit of a nudge that you needed to pursue, to go after it, to build on your courage, all right? You are resilient. So the way that I see this is, we don't really know what the future is. We might intuitively, feel how things might go, but to actually know, it's not really, possible, right? Because there are so many different possibilities, and energy is always changing as well. So especially when you are about to take the next step, you might feel very scared because you don't know what's going to happen. But in moments like that, if you just trust yourself to handle whatever the outcome is going to be, that's how you build your courage. Because all said and done, you are here today and you have made through 100% of every situation that brought you down in the past, And so you are resilient, Paltio. So whatever it is, whatever next step you're thinking of taking, doesn't have to be this connection, could be other aspects of your life as well. If you've been worried about what the outcome is going to be, how are things going to go, what's going to happen, how is your life going to change, how is it going to impact this, how is it going to impact that, focus on trusting yourself to handle whatever the outcome is going to be. And that's how you will gain the courage to take the next step. And remind yourself that you are resilient, and you've overcome 100% of the struggles that you've been through in your life up until now. 100% of the hurdles in your life so far you have overcome, right? That's like a 100% success, right? So recognize that it is an indication of your potential, and that you are resilient no matter what the outcome is going to be. Trust yourself to handle it because you've done it before. All right? Might not be in the exact same situation, but you've done it before. Whatever the hurdle was, whatever the struggle was, you've overcome it. Yes, there are some that you're still working through. There are some that will come in the future, but you always have a 100% success rate. That's one thing that you can be so sure about, right? So I think that this is a little bit more about, for those of you who might be struggling a little bit to take the next step, I really felt like taking some time to talk to you about it, because all 3 of them are something about pursuing your dream, recognizing your potential, and trusting yourself. And it came out even in the advice as well for the tarot. So I think that there might be a few of you who are hesitant to opening up to this connection. And for some of you, it might be other aspects of your life that might be weighing heavily on your mind as well. All right? How to? This is where I will leave you for today. I really hope that this reading brought you the clarity, the confirmation, and comfort that you were looking for. My private readings are open right now. You can check the details in the description box below. But if this is where you'd like to leave me, pal, too, then I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy you've been sending my way, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, comments, the tips that you send in, watching my page ads. Those are the ways that I feel your love and positive energy, and I'm really, really grateful for it. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, pal, too. You always have free will. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. All right? That's the most important thing here. All right? And I wish you the most peaceful outcome in this situation, pal, too. Alrighty, I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.